Hey guys, this is Gary here from Not Again Podcast. Welcome. Wow, it has been a while. This is the first time we are now doing this in this podcast in a video format. So for this week, we have guys from Welcome to the Machine. Welcome to the Machine boasts to be the Asia's only Pink Floyd tribute band. While Noel reached out, I thought I should sit down with them. That's why we did this, right? So we had a great chat. I love this chat. We talk about Pink Floyd. We talk about their work ethic and how they gel together as a band. We talk about the history of Singapore music with Kiang, the other co-founder of the band as well, and how everyone make this band happen. So without much further ado, this is my chat with the guys from Welcome to the Machine. Well, I do not know for the rest of you guys.
I'm David. I'm the
Oh,
other guitarist in the band.
Uh-huh.
Welcome to the Machine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's me.
You
Yeah, I'm Laurence. I'm
Mhm.
the drummer of the band.
Arinda, vocalist of the band.
okay?
Noel, also guitar, and then is it drums? Also guitar.
Kiang bass. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure whether is it the updated news where I know like that you say you come from a band that's like a funk groove band with Laurence.
No,
The funk rock band is with Noel.
Noel.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. So sorry because
Yeah.
there's,
No,
there's
no,
like
no,
a-
no,
Yeah,
no,
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 but
no.
we also play in another band as well.
Yeah.
So just a question, right? How do you guys come together?
You're the one that
12
started the band.
12 or 13 years ago, these guys got together, right, and had a
Yeah,
conversation
yeah.
about
Because I'd known Kiang for a long, long time. He used to run a guitar shop somewhere around there
Uh-huh.
called Guitar 77. It's defunct. It's
Uh-huh.
closed down by now, but he used to run it
Uh-huh.
and be part owner.
Uh-huh.
And we'd known each other for a long time. A long, long time. And we'd always wanted an opportunity to play together. And one day we were like really drunk
Yeah.
and high, and we were like, how? Let's just do it, right?
Yeah.
And then I said, what are we going to play? And you said, Pink Floyd. And we're like, okay. And then that really was it. It was just an excuse for us to play together. Then we started looking for people. And then one by one, the other blocks fell into place.
So who come in first?
We started
You
just the
started.
two of us
Ah.
with several others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're gone.
They're
yeah.
all
So I think
gone.
the of the remaining, there's David,
David and Butch.
Laurence, yeah. Ari came later. We have a keyboard player too. He's not here today, unfortunately. He's a family, right? Yeah. He's the last.
Yeah.
yeah,
He was
the last
the
to arrive.
latest.
Yeah.
Last newest member, yeah.
This baffles me as a guy who always do things on my own. Right?
Okay.
Like how do you come together? How do you go? Okay, good. This is the guy I want to work with. This is the guy that all comes together.
Well, I think like part of it was like the original lineup, like to go even further back, is mostly people who already sort of kind of knew each other already.
Yeah. Because when
hanging
we
out
hang
at the
out at the
guitar
guitar
shop.
shop,
At the
we're sort of
guitar
like a
shop.
small
Yeah.
community of musicians, right? So yeah, we tended to play
Initially was that,
together.
and then
Yeah.
auditions, right?
So started
Yeah.
with that, and then it just led to eventually wanting to do a show, and then as you got bigger, people come and go,
Mhm.
and we got other people joining in.
I think you also got to understand, seeing as how you're someone that's used to doing things alone, you can't really do things alone when you play music in a rock band, right? By nature, it's a it's a group project. Like you have to work with people. So yeah, you can't play everything by yourself. Yeah.
Because I'm curious about like how things work together. I always find that people when they come together, they make great things,
Yeah.
but it's just so hard to keep up. And you have been around for some time now, since at least
2013.
2013, right?
Yeah.
So-
The original few, I think you guys are 2012 or 2013, right?
2013.
And you
I
had a
think, but-
different drummer to start with,
Yeah.
a different
Yes.
singer to start with.
Yeah.
But it's
2017.
organic. It's kind of it came together organically, right? Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
through word of mouth and trust of other
Yeah,
friends who
like-
were musicians.
Yeah.
Other people got pulled into it, and then it took a few years before we lost the first member.
Mm.
20, just after COVID, just before COVID.
Just
and then that became an auditioning process. Again, it came through kind of word of mouth. Yeah, kind of trusting your friends that you know people well enough, then you should.
It was way before COVID. I think I came in 2017.
Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking about. See, you've been here for ages, man. I'm thinking about Yuk. Yeah. So 2017. Sorry, 2017.
I think it also was about the level of seriousness.
Yeah.
Because initially when we were doing it, really was just like we're doing this for fun. And we're jamming, right? And so like you drag friends in and like, hey, you free? You want to play this? Yeah, cool, right? But then, we just decided to play gigs, right? And Danny Long, the guy who owns Timber, he was the first guy to give us a break. Basically, when all other joints wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole, you're like, what? You play Pink Floyd? Fuck off, lah, huh?
Is Pink Floyd a not a band that people want to listen to during?
It's a niche kind of thing, yeah. I think there's lots of people around the world that like love Pink Floyd, and but it's not for everyone. Yeah, it's not gonna be Bruno Mars or Taylor Swift. You know, you're not gonna fill a nightclub, right? But there's lots of people that I think when you're a fan of Pink Floyd, then you're really, really a fan of Pink Floyd.
And
Right?
I think if you're a musician,
Yeah, exactly.
you
Yeah,
kind of are very aware of what their history
and how many bands they've
is
influenced.
about. Yeah, their influence.
And if you like lyrics and
Yeah.
soundscapes.
It's not simple music, right? So anyway, like I said, okay, yeah. So, but once Danny got us a slot to play at
Barber shop.
that's right, barber shop at Timber, right? Yeah.
It's not around anymore.
Nah, yeah, they
Yeah,
closed
it's
down
gone.
too. The live music scene in Singapore is in a sad state, right? Yeah. But once he got us a slot to play, then we started to pack the place for him. And so it began very organically, right? Nobody started out with a plan to dominate the world, right? Just people came and more people came, and it got to a point where like we packed the joint, and the outside was packed. They had to open a second bar outside because people were unhappy that they couldn't get in to get drinks from the inside bar. That's when, it went from getting friends to like we got to audition people. It looks like it gets more serious and it actually can go somewhere and do something.
yeah, I remember. I think when we played barbershop the second time, they put a bar even outside. Yeah.
Outside, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, because people they
Yeah.
realised they weren't making enough money because of the lag time to
Because
get to
they were
it.
just not being able to sell
There were too
quickly
many
enough.
people.
So yeah.
The place was too crowded.
But why Pink Floyd though? Because Pink Floyd it's a very cinematic kind of like the best thing I can explain is just it's a very cinematic kind of like
Some of it, yeah.
it's a very theatrical. You have the wall, you have the visual here. It's a very surround kind of like it's very immersive. I think the best other band that I can think of is like the Tool, where you have to like purposely
Tool.
listen. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And basically you have to sit down and listen to the band itself, right? And just really do it. And it's kind of so why Pink Floyd? Is it because
Why,
of the
yeah.
goal that you guys want to achieve, or is it because
Initially, no, we just love the music.
We just love the music, and I have not played for many years, right? And then to start off something, I cannot move fast. And I say, Pink Floyd, don't have to, whack a lot of bass. Okay. And that's how it went.
For me, because growing up in India, one of Pink Floyd, Deep Purple were very, very popular bands. So kind of knew a lot of Pink Floyd songs. And being a singer, I would listen to those, and they were. I think Pink Floyd is poetry in motion, so always loved their songs. So when the opportunity came down to audition for a band, I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? And since then we've been around. Yeah. That's
For me, a bit different, but I kind of going where they are.
Yeah.
I find that it's a good band to go with actually, because there is a cult following behind them. There's not a lot of bands that are in the top 10 of all time. I think they're like top 3 or 5. I think
Album sales.
album sales of all time. Dark Side of the Moon. This one up here is record breaking for the amount of time in the Billboard 100.
Like
and you
50
have
something years it was on the chart.
it's
That's
like
insane, you know what I mean?
some crazy amount of weeks it was in
Something
there.
crazy, yeah.
So I had no choice in this.
Clothes of the like the prison clothes as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
The Prism, yeah.
but I mean this was their band. They started it, so they're the ones that chose that. But I think it was a good choice actually.
Was
I
that-
don't know too many other
The
bands you can
choice,
choose
the
that.
Pink Floyd. Yeah.
Oh.
I think if you want to be honest, I found the choice at that time was also
Yeah.
nobody else is doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of the other bands are the top bands like straddle pop as well, right? Queen is big, but Queen is on the pop side and it's a little bit.
I mean, they have a whole lot more songs that are much more popular. And
Yeah, but
more radio type a bit. You know.
But this one, like Floyd, is a little bit more. You can
Yeah.
sit back and be a musician as well in it,
yeah,
right?
I mean, it's one of those. There's more music than lyrics
Yeah.
in almost all the songs.
And-
This is
and
more
I think-
music than
And I
lyrics.
think it's
you know.
it's not like super hard. So for a lot of like, it's not heavy metal or it's not metal.
Yeah.
So a lot of people do prefer that. One of the bizarre things is
Take you outside.
one of the other things is
Not hard.
Not-
no,
Yeah. I understand. Like,
yeah. So the other thing is
Not
what
hard.
happens is like if you think about the people who come to listen to gigs, right?
That's what she said.
If the person wants to bring the partner along, if they want to go to a heavy metal concert, the partner probably won't want to come.
Yeah, it's
But-
kind of hard.
Yeah. So for Floyd,
Uh-huh.
they'll come. Yeah, because it's not super heavy, it's not super noisy, but it's got melody, it's got the lyrics, and recently we found a lot of people coming with their kids, right? People who want to learn guitar, they love David Gilmour, so they come to worship him. Yeah.
I think Floyd is like those kind of band that's easy to get in. That's slightly easier to get into. If you
Depends on what album you listen to
Yeah.
as well. I mean, there's some albums that, I mean, as much as I love Pink Floyd, there's some albums that I just have to say it's rubbish. Really,
They change-
or
they
to be
change
fair,
through the
to be
years,
fair,
yeah, they
like
grew.
the really early albums, they sound so dated. They've got a very 60s sound to it, and nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying that it's got a very particular sound that reproducing it today, I feel is like
Embarrassing.
cheesy. It's cheesy almost. Like you'd have to redo it in a way to make it sound normal, like more modern. Sorry, not normal, but you know what I mean. Like to get away from that. But then that would kind of defeat the purpose as well, right? Like so.
is it does being dated has an effect for you all as well? Like in a sense, okay, like this is the band, this is the album that I would not share if I would like to introduce Pink Floyd to a new.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, it's not
Um,
just the 60s sound. I mean, that probably was just referring to the first couple of albums.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's what was the one? Atom Heart Mother. I mean, that is really.
Umagama.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amagama as well is
yeah,
also
like
something that's not
The
easy.
whole album just has
It's
like 5
hard to listen to the
tracks.
whole album. You might listen to one side, which is like live
Uh,
tracks, which actually sounds okay. It's the other side of it, just like
Yeah, I
I
think
don't know what it is. Like it's very progressive. If you want to make it sound nice, but it's also very like self-indulgent and I don't know, experimental
Yeah.
even like
I think if
shit. Yeah.
if I have to get somebody into this music and they say and if depending on where they come from, right? So if they are coming from listening to 60s and 70s, yeah, they should get Dark Side of the Moon or The Wall. But if they're coming from a very pop background, and I'll say, I know they'll hate this, but I'll give them the Division Bell because that's I think is the most pop type of album.
The one before that also, I think. Right?
Yeah,
Momentary.
Momentary,
yeah, those
but
two.
but Division Bell was had all the soundscapes and everything, so
Yeah.
people start liking Division Bell, and then you start introducing them to The Wall, and then Dark Side of the Moon.
How do you feel about that, Kiang?
what's the album that you introduced to a new guy?
For me, Dark Side.
Dark Side.
Yeah.
Wall for me, yeah.
Wall.
Yeah, The Wall.
I would think The Wall is okay. I myself, when I introduce someone to Pink Floyd, that's the only one time I would actually introduce the Wall, because I think the Wall is like the bohemian for.
Interestingly, I had joined a band in college, and among the song list, it was Comfortably Numb. So that was my first song, and I loved it after that. Then I think I heard The Wall. I had heard it before, but I hadn't heard it properly as an album. But Comfortably Numb, I just loved it from the first day. So, and the second was Money, which is still a hard one because of the timing of the song.
What's the album, or what's the track that you introduced to someone?
Wow. I mean, I think easy access to listening. I think definitely Disaster at the Moon. My personal favorite is an album called Animals. That's I think it's a very, very deep song. Like, you have to get to a point where you can listen to it and go like, wow, this is really something. So
What would be yours then?
Well, so for me, or to introduce to somebody else?
I have to introduce somebody.
It's too difficult. It really depends on that person, because you have such a spread. Even for me, I probably know Floyd the least out of everyone in this band. I was more of a Tool fan. But like, you wouldn't go and say, go listen to anything, because the first album with Sid Barrett, it just gives you anxiety. It's just terrible. The lyrics are terrible. It's all very like cool pop in the 60s TV kind of
that's
crazy,
what I mean
silly
by
lyrics
the
and like
dated
very
thing,
yaya stuff. It's really not nice.
Yeah.
But then you got albums like Animals, which is maybe my favorite, which is way more rocky, political. It's got long songs. It's got really dynamic pieces. You got good guitar stuff going on, good bass stuff, good drum stuff going on. So that to me is like one that if someone's into rock and roll, that would be the album I'd go for. Because the rest of them, I got a lot more soundscape stuff going on. Like Dark Side has a lot of, there's a lot going on. There's way, I wouldn't say way too many, but maybe someone wants just a rock album. It's not a full rock album. There's so many things. I mean, Great Gig versus Time versus Eclipse. They're very, very different pieces. Versus, is it On the Run? Like that's something that I don't know who the hell would play that on the radio these days. But there's, what's the other ones with? See, I'll put you on the spot, huh?
How do you feel about that, Kiang?
Echoes, right? Like Echoes.
Okay.
Echoes. Like someone's in the Tool, go listen to Echoes, right? If someone's in the pop stuff, maybe you're going to go and listen to the Dark Side. It really depends on the person. For me personally, the one that struck chord with me is actually Animals.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go somewhere else first before coming back. Okay. So how do you balance your like life with the band itself? Like, because you have been around more than a decade. Right? How do you go like, okay, look, I'm going to do this, and do you go to like a lot more gigs in like now, or how do you balance your music life versus your work in a day job on your life commitments?
I don't
How
have
do you
a
feel
job.
about that, Kiang?
I don't have a job, so after I retire from the guitar shop, and I do nothing. So whenever they call when to, I just come along. No excuses. All these fuckers got excuses. I know excuses.
But you know Kiang's history, right? Like he's really the only real rock and roller star amongst us, right? Yeah, he'll pull faces now. Right? So for him it's very different, I think, to the rest of us.
You are one of the pioneers when it comes to like blues music here, especially in Singapore. The straydogs. I've talked to your guitarist once.
Who? Apadure.
Yeah, Apadure. Yeah.
He died.
Yeah, he passed away.
Poor guy.
Are you suggesting it has something to do with the
away.
interview?
He passed away.
He's no longer with us.
Oh, okay.
He's in
He
the
left
arms
the
of
planet.
That's Kiang for you. He's just direct. There's no diplomacy.
Jimmy's dead.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it's kind of fun. Like you have seen, because I've seen through the whole music scene, right? At least in Singapore, right? So I suppose like there's different stories from all of you, right? What would you all think? Like when it comes to like the story of the music scene in Singapore, or at least what's the difference in India and
India, there's a lot of Bollywood. So English music is sometimes even considered elite. But then when it comes to rock music, then
that's
it's
disturbing you.
everyone. So engineering, medical school, all students there, they listen to rock because hostel life. Floyd is one of the favorites. So yeah, I think India has a pretty big rock following. So we did our show in February, and we pretty much didn't expect a huge crowd, but we had a huge crowd, and not just that, we actually had everyone singing the songs along with us. So they knew the songs.
Yeah, they were Floyd fans. Yeah.
And there were some young chaps who came along and said, "Oh, can we take a picture with you?" And we are like, we are not the Pink Floyd guys. Like, no, but we really love what you did. I'm like, yeah. So it's it was. So in India, I think this is changing, and the rock music scene, and they have now a domestic rock music scene which is also pretty strong with originals and stuff like that. So yeah.
all about?
I don't know. Did you answer about how you balance your life with it? Did you?
How do you balance? Okay, so there's
Sorry, I was
a
just-
few. Yeah,
yeah.
that is
Sorry.
very critical.
Few.
So how do you balance your life when it comes
I play in 4 bands, right?
Yeah.
I'm a private tutor, so my work day starts at 4, ends about 9ish. I'm my own boss. I can plan my schedule any way I like. I spent 17 years teaching at MOE here. I think once I left for nefarious reasons. once I left and became,
Private.
a part of the gig economy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's great. I can arrange my time the way I like. So, plus, I think in terms of like family commitment, my wife totally understands. I've been playing in bands like since I met her, even before we were married. She totally cool about it. My only child is 19, so doesn't require as much time from me. In fact, very happy not to spend that much time with me anymore. So I might not be retired like Kiang, but yes, I am quite free to indulge in my musical pastimes. And over to you.
No, Ari didn't.
Oh,
answer.
Ari.
But there was another question in there.
Yeah. So I think
Sure.
work-wise, currently I'm on a break, but I've been banking. Don't have travel, so every Tuesday is what we set out for practice, and that's something I don't think I've missed much unless I'm traveling. And that too, it's like we tell each other like this is the time I'm going to be on holiday, so we don't jam. But in many ways, that discipline is great because every Tuesday, no matter if there's a gig or not a gig, we are here.
That's true.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to work, and it's not like you have to leave at 5 at work. You leave at 7:30. You're here at 8, and we start at 8. We finish by about 10:30 sometimes, 9:30, 10:30, depending. If you have a gig, then it's a longer jam, and we'll add more dates in the week. So there is a commitment, and I think all of us have been committed to a point where when I auditioned for the band, they said, "Hey, we jam every Tuesday. Are you okay with that?" If that's not okay, you're not in the band. That's it. It's as simple as that. Yeah. So it's that commitment that we have to balance, and our families have to balance. And Tuesdays generally tend to be the day where nobody really wants to go out for dinner. So
It's a
it
good
works.
day
Yeah,
actually.
it's a good-
Tuesday.
it works. Yeah, it works.
There was 2 questions, right? The
Yeah.
first one was the balance, and then what was the other?
The second one is the difference, like the
In your
music
country.
scene from when you come in to when you started playing music,
Wow.
at least in Singapore until now.
Oh,
I think you could have a
that's-
whole
that's-
separate podcast with Kiang,
yeah.
and he could fill it with stories about playing music
no,
in Singapore in the 60s, man.
Okay, I'll go through. Then maybe we'll go back to Kiang. For me, I
There's no more
much the
tonic.
same as Ari, same
more
industry we
tonic.
work in.
There's no more
I
tonic.
work full time, but
So much.
again, same as Noel, and I'm sure everyone here, is that our other halves, I'm married as well, so other halves completely understand. Like, yeah, when I got married, this, like, I think it was like 2 days later, we're off to Vietnam. Like, my honeymoon was done, and the next day I was off to Vietnam to play a show. So we're all kind of frustrated original band musicians that haven't had success. So this is the only thing we've had real. I feel like we've had. Is that fair to say?
Some
Not success as the public would know, but like success from our point of view, that we
Way
have
more.
a controlling stake in what happens to us in this
Way
band.
more than in any
We
of
can
our-
go overseas. We can do shows.
Forward.
Yeah. So
Original music in Singapore.
Yeah.
No way forward, running to stay still.
So because of that, it's not like, going back to what Ari said, it's not like a heavy metal band where our partners are like, I cannot even stand what you're doing. I love heavy metal, but like they're not going to turn up and like, oh, I don't understand what you're doing. They actually appreciate the music. They understand it. They understand that we're all older folk here. Like, we're all seniors, not seniors, that's not right. Seasoned musicians, shall we say. And we're not out to party. We're out to actually enjoy the show. It's a passion project. So balancing it is easy when you've got the right support, and it's easy when you've got people around you who equally understand what we're trying to do, and you kind of, as a group, trying to put everything forward, not selfishly, like not your own agenda, you're putting the band's agenda forward. So we've been doing that for 10, 12 years. So by doing that, everyone that steps in, much like Ari said, the Tuesdays, it's easy when you're all on the same kind of path and trip together. You get it. So yeah, that's how I view it. Easy to balance. Davos.
Well, I mean, I think it starts with it being a passion. So you don't, if you're passionate about something, you'll somehow find time to do it, right? When you hear people tell you things like, "Oh, I don't have time for this," it just means you didn't want it enough. I think we all sort of come from that same root, I guess, that we all enjoy doing this, and like we talked about the Tuesday jam sessions, is whether you have a show or not, we are meeting here to rehearse, and it's a more than a jam session, right? We are sort of hanging out with each other. Occasionally we talk and play music together. I think you just make time for it. If you like it, you want to do it, you'll make time for it. I think that's the bottom line.
I think just one more thing to add is it's not just about whether you're free on Tuesday. It's also, do you get along with each other? If you don't,
I mean, I think that's one of the things when we sort of interviewed or auditioned people, there was an aspect of it where we sort of hang out and have a drink and just chat a bit, and
see whether
you can kind of tell. You can tell, right? I mean, if some people just give off this really strong aura of like, I cannot hang out with you, or it's the opposite.
No straight face fucking become part of this.
How much do you drink?
First question, hey, you drink not? Okay.
It's a very loaded question. It could make or break you in this band.
So I think on the first audition jam, he wasn't there. But I do think somebody did ask, do you drink?
Must be no.
Why is it?
It have to be what?
Yeah. But I'm like, yeah, sure.
But that's not. I mean, that's not everything for us, right?
No.
Is it? I don't know.
No, but
No, it's not everything, but it's a part of it. It's the lubricant that smooths the relationships.
It helps. I think it helps in a
The
band if you have.
KY that enables the. Okay, never mind.
It helps in a band if you have common interests and you have a common goal, and we like a drink. We like to sit down and relax after work. We come here on a Tuesday, or a Friday, or a Saturday, as it is today, amongst the National Day, which is today. We sat down, as you can see. One of the first things we said to you was, "Would you like a drink? Sit down, relax." Easy way to get into the music. Easy way to, talk to each other. So
it shouldn't feel like work after work. That's why.
yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't feel
It doesn't.
like
It
work.
doesn't.
But
It's like
we do
you're
take it seriously though.
on Tuesdays, you're looking
Right.
looking at getting
Yeah.
into the jam room in the evening. Yeah.
Yeah,
But we
take
do,
we
but we do
take it
approach
serious.
it seriously. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
we learn the songs.
Most of
come prepared.
Most of the jams we have already decided what we're going to jam, even if there's no show. Even
Yeah,
if there's no show in front, we've decided like maybe let's do these songs, or maybe these are the new songs. Let's pick them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have been around since the 60s. So
He's a vampire.
Can I tell you? And I'm going to get blasted for this.
He's been
And
around
I love
since
saying this
the
because it puts him on the
1700s.
spotter. But he wrote a song that knocked the Beatles off the charts in Malaysia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Merdeka!
Yeah. Yeah. But yet he's in this band, so so it doesn't mean everything. But
Yeah.
I didn't even know it happened.
I
Okay.
mean, he had a song on the Billboard, so
yeah,
Oh,
knocked
the
the
National
and knocked the
Beatles,
Beatles
you-
off.
Yeah.
At the National Theatre, he went up and gave Rajaratnam.
Yeah.
Gave Rajaratnam the finger.
The minister for what? Foreign minister or whatever.
Don't know, but we didn't see you for like 6 months after that.
No man.
Don't know where you went.
The song came on the air.
Somewhere in
and then it was
Sentosa.
cut off straight away.
what year was this? What year was this, Kiang?
I can't remember.
Near the end of when they
70s.
Oh,
when
in
they
the
started,
70s,
like,
okay,
cracking
so-
down the yellow culture thing
Yeah.
and the long hair
Yeah.
stuff, and they didn't like his song, so they played it. Then they cut the song. Then he went on to Rajaratnam. He gave him the finger, man.
And he no longer has that finger. I noticed.
It's amazing.
He's got a
yeah.
3-string
We
bass
didn't see
down.
it for 6 months after that.
Special bungalow in Sentosa. You know, like,
Yeah. So if you want to ask someone about changes, there's your man.
I mean, the music scene has never been great in Singapore.
Not even the 60s and 70s.
I mean, those times because we had a lot of British personnel around to boost up a lot of things and all that, and we play in the camps. Yeah, so locally we have a lot of followers, more or less. Those havoc people. Yeah.
Hey, Kiang, what kind of earnings would someone make? Like, what were you making back then? Because you
during
told me
those
you
times,
could buy a guitar,
the
right?
Gigs,
American Fender, each gig you could buy.
yeah,
Right?
pay as much as now. Imagine I play it a night.
okay.
I can get $150, $200 each person in
In the
band.
60s.
Yeah.
Wow.
60s dollars, not today.
So
Yeah.
what would 120 like? What's what?
I wouldn't know, man. I can buy a Fender guitar for $700. Just about that.
Wow.
Wow.
Now the musicians, how much are you paid? $180, 90. What the fuck, man? Tell you, I in the 60s, I don't get more than you. What sort of
Yeah, economy is that?
thing is happening for musicians?
It's interesting because again, when I talk about the live music scene, I have to compare it to India, right? Back home in India, there's a massive scene on Bollywood and Hindi music, and if you go down south, then there's Tamil music. But the rock music scene or the music scene here, live music scene, is a lot more vibrant than what I find in Bombay and Calcutta and Delhi. It's improving now, and it's improved quite a bit. And unfortunately, in Singapore, it's not been as what it used to be. I could go to, go and listen to what was that, JJ Atlantic at Duxton, Heritage,
Yeah.
and then Walla Walla, and there were so many places to go to for live music.
Crazy Elephant.
Crazy Elephant, yes.
Crazy Elephant is still not.
No.
Home
Ah.
club.
Sad.
Sad.
Home club.
Is it
Crazy
Home Club?
Elephant,
Home
like,
club was our first.
weathered a lot of storms, right? Yeah. Dead.
Hey, they were on the SIA Airlines thingy for
The-
damn bloody
Yeah.
long.
Crazy
Yeah,
Elephant.
Crazy Elephant. You know that's the in-flight.
Sort of like that magazine, right?
Next to
Yeah,
paper
yeah.
bag chicken.
Yeah, next,
I
right
think
next to the
after
bath
Deep
bags.
Purple used to have a concert, they would hang out at Crazy Elephant.
Yeah, a lot of famous people played at Crazy Elephant after
Yeah.
the gigs, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Still
Yeah.
miss Crazy Elephant not
yeah,
being there.
sure. I mean, it was one of those places when we were growing up. Also, it was one of those places to go watch the cool guitarists,
Yeah,
like blues guys, and all that. John Chi and those guys.
So.
Huh?
So when do you all play now?
Substation.
No.
No.
Um,
Blackbird.
Blackbird,
Yeah.
that's
about the only one.
Ho Chi
Yeah.
Minh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ho Chi
overseas,
Minh,
right?
Yeah, Ho Chi Minh.
Thailand,
Yeah.
Vietnam,
Yeah.
India.
Okay, so here's this one question, right? we have heard the story from India. So, but we talk about playing other places as well. So, do different places react to different songs differently?
Yes.
More. I
Absolutely.
would say they react more.
Where were you? I mean, come on.
That was India.
That's
India.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's,
Crazy for
that's
that.
an anthem because if you listen to that song, it's mostly pop. That song, except for the guitar intro, but it's a very pop type song. So what happens is that song gets played in pubs. When people go for dinner, drinks, that song gets played. So a lot of people know that song and they relate to that song when it comes to Floyd. So in India, it's super popular. So it's so the moment he starts the first two notes on his guitar, he goes ah, like done. Yeah. But it's different for different places. Yeah.
Ho Chi Minh is quite the guitar
Yeah,
songs,
yeah.
right?
Ho Chi
Ho
Minh.
Chi Minh is the guitar songs.
But I think the common thing is that a lot of them that come are actually fans of
Yeah,
Pink Floyd.
yeah.
So it's
It doesn't
kind of the
matter for
same.
them,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Yeah.
kind of the same in a way. Like they come, they wear the Pink Floyd
Yeah.
t-shirts and they sing along to the songs that they know.
They give us things like
yeah,
this.
similar. Yeah, they give us
They go and do artwork and give us stuff.
gifts and stuff like just
Yeah.
super sweet people. But generally, I think people that come, I don't think random people are just gonna go, hey, let's go check out this thing. You know, Pink
Yeah,
Floyd."
yeah.
No, usually
are
it's
fans.
because
on
you know
pop,
it,
right? Yeah.
or somebody you know knows it and is telling you, hey, you should come check out this music. Is good. You know, yeah.
It's not sell-out music. You got to wait for
Yeah.
the sweet spots in the songs, right? And
It's
so
set up
any,
for
any
pubs.
fan knows that, right?
It's a lot for the pubs. Last time we went to Ho Chi Minh. Yeah, so one of the cafes Hyoko Cafe that we play at Ho Chi Minh, I think this first time they had actually gone and done a lot of social media advertising. So I think the place can handle about 100, max 125. I think they had 250 people on that night. So
Spilling into the street.
it was spilling into the street and
People
the,
were being turned
the
away.
aircon
like-
wasn't working for it.
They ran out of drinks.
They ran out
yeah.
of beer. They were
They ran
selling
out of
Dripping with
water.
sweat, yeah,
they
that
were
was
selling
crazy. Yeah.
warm beer, and people are still
Yeah.
there
And people
for the
sitting
show
out
till
in the
the
yeah,
end.
gutter
yeah.
in the street
Yeah.
and on the other side of the road, listening to from like through the windows.
Do you,
Yeah.
do you see this kind of reaction in
No.
Singapore?
no, not
Have
the same.
lah, barber shop. And
No,
all
but
Oh,
that
that's
was-
true.
People
Yeah,
come,
yeah,
people
barbershop,
come.
yeah.
barbershop.
Yeah.
But that was
Yeah.
quite a while ago, right?
Because the place was small. Red noodles.
Well, yeah, actually,
A
if you
little
think
bit,
about
yeah,
if you think
was
about barbershop,
fantastic.
It's the equivalent
Yeah.
it's
space,
the
right?
the one place I would say was equivalent to Yoko, where it got
Yeah.
so crowded that it
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
it's just that they couldn't turn people away
Yeah.
because people could still sort of hang out outside and they had a second bar outside and all that, right? So
See, but all that was pre-COVID, you see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pre-COVID.
Right, COVID,
Yeah,
COVID really put a spanner in everything, right?
A lot of the expat crowd went back.
Exactly, and a lot of the expat crowd is our crowd, yeah.
yeah.
So that
It's changing though, but yeah, it was. Back then, it definitely was, right?
Is it still a very expat crowd?
No.
Okay, expat. I guess you're referring to expat white, right? Angmo expat, right? But expat
No,
Indians.
no, Indians.
No, I think
yeah.
just expats
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah,
If you
Yeah,
say
I mean, the expat Indians are getting the kids into
I think
playing the
around
guitar
50,
and stuff like that.
50, yeah.
I think so.
yeah, 50-50, 60-40,
Expats, yeah.
something like that, yeah.
Local.
Because I myself I also don't see any locals going to this, or at least I do not know a lot of friends who listen to a lot of Pink Floyd, except the other guy who is also another metalhead. Right. So, but it's a very niche kind of like music. So how do you sell the show then? Like I suppose like
I mean-
can be one time and you just go like, oh,
I mean,
profits have to.
you know, I think one of the discussions we were having is like we are one of the only local bands who are putting this project on our own. We don't have any events company helping us out
Management,
or a
no.
venue company helping us out.
No management.
We're just putting out there on our own. This time, the great thing is we have actually got SG Culture Pass, and they have approved our show, so people can actually buy the tickets using their SG
Yeah,
Culture
it's
Pass.
on the government, yeah.
So what happens
free.
is, so they can basically use SG Culture Pass to come to our show. So if they are not sure about whether they like the concert or not, but they want to try it, we are a local band. Come on. So hopefully it helps that support. And using SG Culture, and I suppose that's what the SG Culture Pass is about, to promote local music and local culture. cultural programs. So yeah, so we're hoping that that's going to bring more Singaporeans to come and listen to us, even if they've not heard us before.
I think a lot of it is recognition. So I think the one thing that we've tried to work on is keeping, it sounds ridiculous, but like a brand. And part of that brand is ripping off Pink Floyd, right? As every Pink Floyd tribute has done, right? If you go and look at all the big Pink Floyd tribute bands, UK is Brit Floyd, Australia Aussie Floyd, UK has, the Americas has got a few, Europe has got a few, Southeast Asia and Asia is really us. But when you say about selling the show, the one thing that's made a difference, and I'm giving away a trade secret here for any other tribute band, is you need brand recognition, because you can put a name against anything and only those people that know that song or that band or that album are going to pick up on the name. So for example, Welcome to the Machine, if you don't know Pink Floyd, you probably don't know what that's about. As soon as you put the triangle, as soon as you put the prism, someone's going to go, oh, it's relatable. There's already a relatable moment. So when you talk about selling shows, one of the things as a tribute band you have to do is make it relatable or recognizable to the people who actually are fans. And those that are not may find interest into what it actually is. But that really is about selling the show. Once we've done that, the show's really changed though. Because our original brand was actually, I guess, a Timber had come up with something, and then we changed it to have a logo, and we kind of really worked and thought about what was going on. It got easier to sell, but in all fairness to us, as soon as you put that logo on, you have a standard you must hit, and if you don't hit that standard, you better take the logo away, because you're just a cover band. You're just a cover band. You're not a tribute band anymore. So selling it is actually quite difficult, because you need to back up what you're selling. And so hopefully with this, people will see through the history of shows that we've done, and through the government saying you're approved for Culture Pass, that people have actually seen that there's a history of basically good work that we've done in the past, and good sound and good shows, and we do what we say. Yeah. So
Is it surprising to you all where SG Culture Pass has been onto the band itself? Because
yes and no. I don't know. What's your thoughts? Because we were doing this together, right? Trying to get these approvals done. Yeah. It's like any typical government approval, but really.
Because look, I tried to apply for NAC funding before, and basically no. Okay, that's the polite way of saying it. Basically no.
We've all been shut down before, right?
So when it came to SG Culture Pass, and perhaps at this point I want to do the marketing thing. What we're talking about, dear ladies and gentlemen, is that on the 12th and 13th of September, we are playing the entire album from start to finish. The Wall. We're playing The Wall from start to finish, with a 10-piece orchestra, with a choir, with this huge projection screen, with a round truss, just like Pink Floyd. Lasers, lights, you name it, right? It's going to be amazing.
Beautifully crafted music. Yeah. The keyboard through Andrew he's trying to keep the sound as close to what you hear on the album, and with the soundscapes, Dave on the acoustic and everything, Noel with his bits, Kiang, Ari and his singing.
And for those of you who don't know us, again, what Laurence was talking about, that line between a cover band that plays Pink Floyd songs in a pub and a tribute band is that we, all the 10 over years of our existence, have been quite anal and really, really concerned about really being faithful to the material. This is not a pub version that we're doing. We are recreating the album, the visuals, everything. So it's gonna be a treat. And okay, so back to what you're talking about. The segue is over. Which is, so because I tried for funding before in the past and we basically got crap, I didn't really hold much hope for SG Culture Pass. But I can't remember who it was that made me go and read the specs.
Me.
Okay, it was you. And then, amazingly, we seemed to fit, right? Okay. Then we applied, all right? And I used Andrew's line, which was we're an all-Singapore band. reproducing a major, right, a major piece of
Music
pop
history.
culture, right,
Yeah,
a
pop
major
culture.
piece of pop culture from the 80s, 70s, 80s, right, and in Singapore, and we're all Singaporeans, and we have no big backing, no corporate sponsors, nothing. It's just purely
Not yet.
Singaporean fools doing
We're
a
still
passion
hoping.
project,
12
probably going
years
to
of
lose a lot of
earnings.
money,
Yeah.
but we just want to do it, and we got friends that help us with all the extras and lights and all that, so we just want to make this as authentic as possible, which has been the ethos from the start,
Mind
to
you,
the detriment of a lot of our time and wallets.
the friends are not just like any friends, right? These are proper
Yeah.
industry.
Right.
Yeah.
Go on, name the names then.
Mischief makers.
Yeah, they do a lot of raves, so the lighting show is
They
going to be
used
amazing.
to do Zook Out.
Yeah.
So the guy that used to run a lot of that stuff, he's doing his own thing now. He's working with us, Jamie. So he's doing a lot of the staging and lighting production with us. We have a guy, Craig. I won't give the whole detail on Craig, but he's worked with bands from Guns N' Roses to Gaga, doing sound and lighting, international stuff from Hong Kong, Macau to London, touring in Australia with Aussie bands. Like, the guy's the real deal, right? So these two guys are good friends and have worked together. So, you know, we're lucky that they're friends. We're still, you know, we still got to pay these guys. They need to make money, but we're not doing this with just any friend that's coming on that does like anyhow lighting and sound. This is like the real deal, proper stuff that's going on. So
And I think they were pretty excited to.
yeah,
They
got on
also
board.
want to take
They're
part
also
in-
fans, yeah, they're also
they're
fans.
big
they're,
fans,
they're
yeah.
also fans of the music,
Which helps,
so,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were actually keen to jump on board as well. So.
Anyway, the point is, SG Culture Pass, the people there, they bought it lah.
They saw the
No, I think
Yeah, they saw the value in
The
what we were
value in
doing.
what it
They bought it. Yeah.
Okay, because here's me as a skeptic coming in.
skeptic.
Yeah. So I'm wearing a King Floyd hat. Yeah, because I'm surprised, like Pink Floyd music itself, right? It's always against the authority. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ish.
Which is
Well,
at
it's
least
ish.
the wall. At least the
It's
wall,
ish,
right?
right? I mean,
It's a bit
I
of
think
an
it's also
ish,
just
yeah.
like social commentary, a bit about
Yeah.
living in city lifestyles, right? Like close proximity,
Isolation,
you know, isolation. Even though you're
loneliness.
crowded, you're
Yeah.
alone, and you know.
Yeah,
But to be
Control.
fair, I think there is a healthy dose of like up you to the government.
Sure.
No,
I
but
mean-
I don't know if Wall is up you to the government. I think Wall is like the
It's
the
more
battle.
inward looking.
It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
battle of
Okay,
someone who's
agreed,
gone
agreed,
through a lot
agreed.
of shit, and then they're on tour, and
Okay.
they're facing the sufferings
I
of
think it
being a
was-
famous musician on tour, right?
And if you look at it also as like a snapshot of an era, right?
Of
Yeah.
someone's life. as well.
Yeah, someone's life in a certain era. It's also quite surprising that
Pigs.
actually not a lot has changed, right? Nothing has changed.
It's the same
greatly.
themes. Yeah, it's the same
Like the
theme.
themes are all still
People are
relevant.
people, but yeah.
Governments are
Yeah,
controlling,
except-
wars are
Except
going
that
on.
everyone
you
goes
know,
on
Yeah.
to Bieber's challenges and
Yeah.
Timberlake's challenges.
like
and
Puff Daddy.
Puff Daddy challenge. Except back then, Roger Waters was having his own challenge, right? And he
Yeah,
wrote
yeah.
about it, which I don't think a lot of musicians were open enough to say what the challenges were as a musician. Earn millions of dollars, you got women coming at you, breaking down relationship. People want this from you, and you just don't give a shit about the public. But you need them. That's your rice bowl right there, right? So how do you deal with it? So this whole album deals with his head, which some people don't like him, but the music that's come out of it is beautiful though.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's a genius. Though.
Yeah.
No matter how you look at it, right? Like his vision.
I mean,
for it
that
all
His
band-
politics
amazing.
can be odious, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he
But
sure
the-
can write good
the
songs.
vision he
Yeah.
had, and they achieved it.
The band, all of them were geniuses
They
in
put
their own
down
way.
that
Yeah.
thing that he had in his head onto vinyl. I mean,
We just want to talk about getting the band together. Right? What is the sound that you usually, because you're talking about the sound all the time, so is it very close to Pink Floyd or what's the sound?
Maybe I'll just interrupt you for one little bit. This guy is a guy who's actually done not just the sound but the videos.
No.
So not for this show we have somebody else doing the production, but for the reason why we have become very reasonably popular among our friends is because of the videos that he puts up. So when we do a show with the videos, yeah, so he has, and therefore it gives him the full experience. Yeah. So without that,
that's the only
I think
reason
he
I'm in the
put-
band.
no, but yeah,
It's not.
but good stuff. Good stuff.
I think it's more like the reason why the shows have grown bigger and bigger.
Was this the question?
Wait, wasn't. So I interrupted.
No, sorry, I didn't know what you're saying. No, it wasn't the question at all.
You can keep talking about
no,
me if
but
you want.
I think we had missed that part. So,
We the line that we crossed from like, okay, we playing in pubs and other venues like that, to suddenly holding our own shows and having them
videos, yeah.
just be bigger and bigger. And then COVID put a spanner in that, but still, like after that, bigger and bigger till it culminates in today.
The visuals.
Is the fact that we were able to provide a visual show together with the
We
music
had to.
that we worked so hard on.
We had to, right?
Yeah,
We had to.
and
I mean, it was kind of a natural thing as well. I mean,
yeah.
that's what Pink Floyd is.
We
kind of
completely differentiate that from a pub
They are,
band.
they are known to
that's
be the
right. If you really want to
pioneers.
be a Pink Floyd tribute band, you
Right?
can't get rid or
Yeah.
not have
Yeah.
a light show, a video show to go with it. It's part of what they were famous for as well, and it's all
I think they were pioneers.
him. And
for
he's
that,
not
actually,
like he's not a what's the right word? A trained video person, producing guy, automaton robot thing. You know, he just basically
graphic designer.
decided to fuck around with it on his own, and we were like, "Hey, look quite good, eh? Right?" And then it got better and better and better, and
I mean, to a point where people say,
Chat
so how are the
GPT
videos
came
going to be
along.
done? It's like, while he's
Yeah.
playing, he's going to trigger it. You're like, what?
Highway.
yeah.
While he's playing, he's
AI.
going to trigger it. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
we
but that's
do.
just in fairness to everyone, it's a collective decision, right? The point, I know we've gone way off your question. We'll come back to it.
Hey, what was
Yeah, let's get off me. That's good.
Stop talking about me. All the decisions
democratic?
conscious.
Oh, conscious.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this.
I want to do this, and I'm
I think
not
it
going to do
starts
this.
with, guys, I got this idea, what do you think?
Mm.
And then if everybody agrees, okay, then
Yeah.
we're on board with it, right? And if nobody agrees,
It's
then
not
move on. Yeah.
it's not a vote of like 4:2. It has to be consensus.
Yeah.
Because otherwise
do
you'll
vote.
have two people who are not
Yeah, we do
agreeable,
vote.
and
Yeah,
it's
we
going
do
to be
disagree. Yeah,
And there are
yeah.
people that abstain from the vote. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
But I mean, we approach things with a balanced thing as well. Some
try
things,
to,
some
yeah.
things we feel like, no, I think we should try and convince him, change their minds. Or some things we just decide, okay, look, he doesn't like it, then let's just move on. Don't waste time. So,
Often, I
yeah.
think because we've been doing it long enough as a group, we all kind of have been doing it long enough as Pink Floyd stuff. We kind of know when we come to a decision about something whether or not it's a good idea or not. And if we kind of are unsure, it just comes to a vote as to do we pursue this or not.
Yeah.
Fair enough, Kiang. What do you think, Kiang?
Yeah.
Well, you
How do you feel about this,
Quiet, Kiang. Really quiet.
Well, a sleeping bastard.
You are in a podcast,
Yeah.
sorry. Back to that question.
Your question.
Okay, yeah, so sorry, back to your question.
Okay,
The
so
final
here's
question.
this one last question.
Okay.
Directed at you, Kiang. Yeah.
What is the distinct sound that you all look for when it comes to audition and things like that? Like how does Ari comes in? Like okay, like this is the sound he has, which fits into the band. Like Laurence, how do you come into the band? Like, okay, like this is the sound I want. But is it a very is it a very conscious decision of how you want the band sound the way it sounds?
We wanted the sound as close to the original as possible.
Yeah.
For me personally,
Yeah, sorry.
audition, I'm always looking out for how prepared you are.
Yeah.
It irritates the fuck out of me. You come in like some kind of goddamn rock star, you think I'm so good I can just play, and then you all be like blown away. Someone that isn't as good a musician as that first said person, but comes in really prepared, you're my man. Right? Because it shows that you respect us and you take what we're doing seriously, right? Yeah. Okay, sorry, go on.
No, I'm just saying,
Yeah, yeah.
like attitude, basically, just
Yeah,
to that.
yeah.
Attitude. It's more important that you want to be in the band than your, your technical abilities.
Yeah.
Like that can be worked on, but attitude, if you don't have it,
Yeah.
you're fucked. We're all fucked as well
Yeah.
from it.
Is
so-
being authentic
Serving
to
the
as
music.
important to you
Yeah.
as it is to us?
Yeah.
It's almost to a point like when they said these are the, so he messaged me saying this is the audition. I said which songs, and said these are 4 songs. So then I said these songs means the album versions, right? Yeah, like fine. So I prepared and went with the album versions.
Yeah.
But the whole idea is that then if you go in and basically say, I only know half of this, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like we had, when we had the change the keyboardist, we had some people coming and audition.
Yeah, coming for auditions, they didn't even bring a keyboard.
Yeah, no
They didn't
equipment,
even,
no nothing.
prepare for anything.
What
And then you're
keyboards you
like,
have, huh? Yeah.
we're like, "Whoa, okay.
And which is fine if you have asked us earlier, but then on the
And
day
that
you come in
guy-
and say it's a jam studio, we should have it.
Young.
I mean, besides
Um,
being a waste of time, it actually just sort of helps us make the decision.
Yeah, it
really
makes it
quick.
easier to know who.
We just
who's
know right
prepared.
away,
Yeah.
you are not it.
Yeah.
You
Most
know?
importantly, if
Very
somebody
quick,
comes and
so.
asks, how much do we make?
Yeah, that's the other thing, right? I mean, like,
No, we don't. We don't make anything.
Yeah,
we we actually put our money into these shows. And,
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever we make from
From
one of our
shows is
shows,
to
we actually
put into another.
We have a
show.
fund, yeah.
Yeah, we
And the fund is used to fund the next show,
Yeah,
so we can afford more lights and more lasers and more people. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
All right, I think that's the end.
All right.
Thank you very
let's do a
much.
shout out
Yeah.
for the show again.
12th and 13th of September at Singtel Waterfront Theatre. Tickets are at bookmyshow.com. But if you're Singaporean, again, from September the 1st, you go to the Singtel SG Culture Fast website and you search for The Wall or Welcome to the Machine,
Yeah.
and you buy tickets through there. And your ticket is thank you very much to Uncle Lee Kuan Yew.
So this is the end of my chat with the guys from Welcome to the Machine, right? And this reminds me of why I started this podcast. I'll be releasing a few more episodes from the start of the next week, right? Just a reminder, Welcome to the Machine will be playing at Singtel Waterfront Theatre from 12th to 13th September 2025. You can get the tickets at the link in the description, right? And with that, it's been a long while since last seen you guys. I hope to keep this going again. So we'll see each other again, I guess. We'll see each other again. See you around.
Thank you.